After Jay Prince, who brought us the Ghetto Boys, his child brought Drake to the game? Like, how could you hate on this, kid? Like, Drake is the biggest. And a nigga from Houston discovered him. Yeah, you get free range to do what you want to do, kid. On my opinion. You know, and this is why you do what you want to do, kid. I'm proud of my little homeboy who motherfucking done discovered the biggest Michael Jackson of our time. Young nigga. And he the son of the nigga who pioneered hip hop in Houston. Bro, why is people not proud of folks, kid?
That's a hell of a family tree.
That's a hell of a family tree, bro. I'm proud of this shit. Like, I'm like, wow. Look at my homeboy, man. This shit is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna hate on nobody.
What I was saying, it's not make believe. It's simple. It's not fucking rocket science. It was simple shit. If you in this city and you saying like what you just said that it wouldn't be no
Drake without Houston.
It wouldn't be no Drake without Houston. Okay, so at the time, why did Drake not? It's still to this day. Why did Drake not have no bunch of records with Houston artists? You didn't doing that with Atlanta. If you love Atlanta and it's 7, 8, 9, 15 artists that you got songs with in Atlanta. Because why? Yeah. Not only does you know that the city of Atlanta was gonna look at you weird for not doing that, look at you and feel a certain type of way by you not making those songs and making those moments with that city, but you knew that it was also beneficial for you as an artist to make music with these songs because the leveling of stardom and momentum, it feeds each other versus you feel that I'm just the A-side artist that's lifting up this musician. But as far as the city of Houston, you looking at it for the market share. All of these country ass people in Houston, they got all of this land, all these clubs, all these women, all these people in these big ass arenas and events that's going on, but they don't have a large community and representatives of people that are knowledgeable about the music industry, that have resources that can say, hey, y'all been around this artist and you helped them, you was in the studio when they was making that song, you told them to add this and this on the hook, you get a couple writer points for that. Or you was up in there when you made the beat, you supposed to get, okay, y'all was in you brought him to Houston and you took him to this club and you took him to this hood and you introduced him to Charlamagne. It's a feature in the song come behind that. In every other city, it's a long list. California, it's a long list of artists from the Bay all the way to LA. They got Drake's songs with Drake. So how did Drake love Houston so much at that time and not have music with artists that you are uplifting from this community? Fuck me, I don't care. It's bigger than me. I didn't care about the song with me.
Making a whole lot of sense to me.
You know what I'm saying? But what I would like from then to now, Travis Scott is the only rapper that still got a song with Drake. Travis Scott, again, what I just said earlier, it makes sense. It's an equal trade. It's not necessarily like, oh, bro, I'm helping Houston and changing your life and changing your career. And it's bigger than just saying, oh, well, person wants the Drake stimulus package. Bro, fuck all of that. It's about fair exchange in business. If you are using the lineage and the culture of somebody's city or somebody's hometown and backyard, do something that helps not yourself and your more of your notoriety for your own benefit with the ladies and the people in the city. Do something that actually makes the economy of that city and music and musicians bigger and greater. So therefore, we can have Rolling Loud in Houston. We can have more young artists performing on bigger platforms, Jimmy Fallon and Jay Leno and all this other shit, because an artist of this magnitude is living in our backyard. That's all I was saying. Not just for me, just for anybody.
Literally living.
You grew up in Texas.
Yes. Born in Houston, lived in Houston till the 5th grade, moved to Port Arthur in the 5th grade when my parents divorced, and kind of came into my own in Port Arthur. My younger years were just, average kid years and stuff, but moving into a city like Port Arthur had a very different dynamic. I grew up in a 2-parent home. My dad had a real good job at with the railroad. And then when my parents divorced, it was a single mom situation. So my quality of life changed a lot when I moved to Port Arthur. And then Houston's a major metropolitan city. Port Arthur's a kind of a small town, industrial town. So a lot of things changed. My whole life dynamic changed once I got to Port Arthur. And that really kind of shaped and molded me into the man I am today.
Well, your dad actually had to drop out of school in the 6th grade to help support his family?
Yeah, my dad dropped out in the 6th grade, and I want to say my mom dropped out in the 10th grade. Because back then, the kids used to have to help around the household. My parents grew up in very, very small towns in Louisiana. My dad's from a town called Ville Platte, and my mom's from a town called Mamou. Both of them are super small towns, and very poor families, you know what I'm saying? So once they were strong enough to kind of help out, that's what they had to do.
Right, and I guess your dad actually had to go work in the fields to help out.
Pretty much.
Yeah, man, crazy to think about where we are right now to where our parents started out from, you know?
Oh, and my house, the house where my mom grew up at is still there, you know, so we go and we just, you know, every now and then we'll go back and look at it and see, like the road that they lived on and the road to get to their house they're still dirt roads. They're not even paved today, and it's 2018. So it's crazy, man. Very, very meager, you know what I'm saying, upbringing for my parents.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Why would I say anything to him about anything? Like, never have I say, hey man, I want a Drake feature. I don't move like that. I don't clout chase. I'm not, you know, oh, you blowing up, let me get a verse. You know, I'm not like that type of rapper. If Drake hit me and say, hey, even to this day, fuck what y'all talking about. If Drake called me and say, hey man, I want to get you on the song, I'm going to do the song, and you a dummy if you don't. Because what the fuck is you not doing a song with Drake for? Like, what the fuck?
Your feelings.
That's feeling shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what him and his beef got going on. Like, at the end of the day, I'm still proud of my homeboy Jazz. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So, everybody get on here with their feelings and say what they want to say. And at the end of the day, y'all niggas will play that nobody like us, and right after on the radio will come on, babe, I love you, you my everything, and your girlfriend singing that.
Hey, real quick, shout out to saucewalka. I'm not playing on clout, but he one of the first of few CEOs in Houston where all they artists eating out of my 24 years in the rap game. Shout out to saucewalka, man. You fed the fam how it's supposed to go.